A second-year East Tennessee State University internal medicine resident was among the more than 150 people killed in an Ethiopian Airlines plane crash that happened this past weekend. Good evening, I'm Josh Smith. Sarah Diamond has the night off. An ETSU spokesperson confirmed today Dr. Benisha Nukavarapu, a resident with the Quillen College of Medicine, was one of the people killed in that crash Sunday in Africa near the capital city of Ethiopia. The university confirmed she was on her way to visit relatives in Kenya. Blake Lipton learned more about this young woman today after speaking with the director of the program at the Quillen College of Medicine. He's live now in our newsroom. Blake?
Yeah, Josh, program director Dr. James Myers was Dr. Nukavarapu's professor and worked alongside her during her time at Quillen. He says there's a lot he's going to miss about the second-year resident, especially her kindness.
Every single time she came to my office to talk to my staff and myself, she always had a big smile on her face. So I think I'll miss that big smile most of all.
Dr. James Myers with the Quillen College of Medicine at ETSU, joining other staff and residents in mourning the loss of second-year resident Dr. Benisha Nukavarapu.
I really had to have the physician tell me twice. It really didn't dawn on me what they were saying.
Myers was told by one of the VA physicians on Monday about Nukavarapu's death. She was one of more than 150 people killed after an Ethiopian Airlines plane crashed on Sunday. Nukavarapu had 1 year left of her residency.
Our residents are used to dealing with death and dying, all the tragedies we see in the community, but this one was so sudden.
He also says she was looking forward to seeing her family in Kenya.
Her sister had just given birth to triplets, and she was very excited to do this.
In addition to her kindness, her compassion, dedication, and intelligence also made a lasting impact on colleagues.
She was always a team player. Whether she's in a clinic setting or a hospital setting, she always was willing to do what she was asked to get the job done.
Although she did not have an immediate family in the area, she will always be remembered as part of the Quillen College family.
She was the kind of resident that we want to get here at Quillen.
And Dr. Myers says the Quillen College of Medicine will have grief counselors to help residents deal with a sudden loss. They are also considering to present an honorary certificate to her family. Josh?
Blake Lipton in our newsroom. And the Quillen College of Medicine already is considering a peer award in Dr. Nukavarapu's name. It would be given to the most kind and most professional resident student.